Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Georgia and today I'm testing out the Elf CC Cream. This is in the shade Fair 120. I believe this is the palest shade they do, or it's the palest neutral shade they do. I've been seeing a lot about this and I think it released in the US before the UK because it only came out maybe a week or two ago now. But I really want to get my hands on it and I've got it here today to test out. I did actually try this one out yesterday, but I didn't really like how it turned out. Almost looked like dry or patchy on my skin. So I decided to give it another go today. I've exfoliated and moisturised well today and I'm going to give it another go to see what it's like. Yeah, there were some thoughts I had about it yesterday, but I'm just going to see if they are any different today because of the condition of my skin today, that I'll try to like prep it a bit more maybe. So this is £14 for 30 grams of product, which is a kind of a decent price. A little bit on the pricey end I would say, especially for a CC cream, but this is almost like a CC cream slash foundation, so maybe that's why it's a little bit pricier, but otherwise I'd say it is slightly on the pricey end. And it says a multitasking dream cream infused with collagen, peptides and niacinamide, known to plump, hydrate and smooth the appearance of your skin while protecting with SPF 30. Anyway, let's just get on and give this a go today, get it on my skin and see how I feel about it today. Like I said, it was just a little bit almost dry or patchy. It was just a bit weird, so I thought I'd give it a second chance and get on and do it properly today. I'm also going to do half and half. I'm just going to go in with a brush on one side and then a beauty blender on the other. As always with the brush, I do find I kind of have to pat back in with the beauty blender afterwards just to get rid of any streak marks or just like really. But let's give it a go. Should I do it this way around? Let's do it. First thing I say about the packaging is it is a nice pump on there and you can really determine how much you want out. You can kind of do one full pump or slowly do it and then stop, and you only get the amount of product you actually want or need, which is quite good. The product itself is quite thick, but not in a drying sort of way. It does blend nicely into my skin there and everything. So yeah, let's give this a go. I'm just going to put a bit of this on to start off with. I'm just thinking of using a brush. I do usually use my beauty blender, but I'm just thinking of using my brush because on the back of the pack it does recommend me use with a brush, but I think it's just because they're recommending their Elf brush with it. But maybe it's designed to work better with a brush rather than a beauty blender. It does look like quite a good colour match for me. So it doesn't really look too unnatural or anything when it's on my skin. Obviously at first there is still like places that need coverage, but I feel like you can probably build that up slightly. But that is almost like one pump or less than one pump just on this side of my face. I think I'm going to go in with the beauty blender on the other side first and then go in and top up places where I need it afterwards, because I do think it definitely needs topping up. For now it looks like a very light coverage, but I did kind of just take it with my finger and then put it on where I needed it. But I'm going to see if you can build it up a bit more as well. Yeah, what I used on this side just now definitely was not a pump. This was less than a pump. This was the full pump. And you can kind of already see there's a bit more coverage on there. In fact, it is looking much better on my skin today than it was yesterday. It was kind of catching around my nose area before, but it's looking much better today now that I've moisturised. You'd have to give this a go, but I don't really know if it would be for dry skin types, just because I find it slightly clinging yesterday. And it does kind of dry down to be almost matte as well. Like it doesn't feel sticky or tacky when I'm actually touching it now. So it does dry down to be matte. So maybe that's where it kind of does dry skin. So I'm just going to go in with a bit more on this side. I'm just going in with my beauty blender on this side because it was starting to look slightly separated. Or you know when you've got too much on your face and it just slips around quite a bit. I feel like maybe that's what it was doing yesterday. It was the mix between it being like separating my face and it being dry on my face in certain places. So I thought I'd just go in with the beauty blender to take any of the excess off. Whereas overall it is looking a lot better on my skin than it was yesterday. The last time I tried it too, I had eyeshadow on. So I don't think I really got the product up under the eye here, because I could see some like pigmentation or colour still coming through here yesterday. But it is looking a lot better now. And as I was saying before, it does dry down kind of matte. It's still slightly, ever slightly kind of like tacky, but it does kind of dry down quite well. I probably will powder this just because I am the type of person who likes to powder all of my foundation and everything, but I think you could probably get away without having to powder it. But I just want to give it a good go and kind of put it into my routine how I would normally do my makeup and see how I got with it. I want to give it a go and see how it works with cream cheek products as well, and this is the Huda Beauty Tantour. I'm just going to use this to kind of contour my face a little bit and then just kind of blend it out and see how it goes on top of this foundation. because I'm a big fan of cream blushes and cream products and everything. So I want this to fit into my routine again and not really peel up or colour come off or anything with it. So I'm just going to put a bit on my face with a brush first and then blend it out with my beauty blender. That has blended really nicely. It hasn't really took any of the coverage or colour off. It hasn't really moved anything from underneath. So it looks quite nice in that. So that is good. And it does feel, like I said before, slightly matte, just the tiniest little bit tacky. So I'm going to go ahead and powder this. I'm going to do around my eyes first because this is creasing quite a bit here. And then I'll do the rest of my face. I don't know how to feel about this because it looks nice far away. It kind of does look good. It has given the coverage. But I feel very much like I can see it just sitting on my skin. In places yesterday where I see it's kind of dry / patchy / separated. I don't know whether it's been really because I've got that much dry skin underneath or whether it's something just catching or something that's just in some places it just doesn't look quite right on the skin. I honestly don't know if you can see or not, but on my nose I feel like it's separated and I can see my actual skin, like redness on my skin coming underneath. It looks slightly just patchy in places, but it almost just looks like it's sitting on top of my skin in a weird way, or like clinging in my pores or something. I can really see the colour just sitting on top of my skin. It's not like it's blended in very well. It's not like it looks like it's like with my skin or is my skin. You can tell I've got something on my face. I don't know how I feel about it just yet. Because then where it is catching, it almost is emphasising skin texture, which once again is completely normal and everybody has skin texture. But I just see it very much on my forehead. Like it just is a lot more obvious now that I've got this on my face. And just seeing as like the experience I had with it yesterday too, I don't really know if I can get this to work for me. I'm going to give it a few more goes, of course. I'm not just going to write it off completely, but I don't think I like it. I thought it was really good because a lot of people spoke about it and a lot of people have tried it, but I just don't really think it looks that great on at the moment. And actually looking at it, I don't think it's done that good of a job of coverage. Like I can still see redness from like acne scarring here, and for it being like a CC cream, so it's colour correcting, not as going to get rid of everything and be able to do everything, but I just don't think it's really done what it was going to say it was going to do. I don't know. I'm going to give this a wear test and see how it goes throughout the day and everything, what it actually ends up looking like. Because if it stays like this throughout the day and it doesn't really like move around or separate anymore or do anything else, then I would kind of maybe think it is an okay foundation. But it just depends how quickly it's going to break down on my face to whether I like it any more than I don't like it now or not. Okay, so this is what it looks like now. It has been on for about 7 hours. It's about 9 o'clock now. And you can kind of see it is very shiny, like on the forehead. I haven't gone in and touched any of this upper or anything. I haven't powdered anything else, which I might normally do if I was out for the day or was out doing something. I might powder up throughout the evening or something, but otherwise I just haven't really done it today. Haven't really done much else today, so it's not like I've got any like sweaty or like done anything. I've actually been in my house and it's freezing cold. But yeah, it's still on my face. Like I can still see everything, but a lot of it has come off or like transferred off. Like it just looks patchy and dry without being dry because it's shiny. It's like it's almost separated in a way, and it's just formed this layer on top of my skin, which just then just emphasises everything else as well. Never really gave any claim to how long it would last or anything, so I'm not really putting up suggestions for that, but I just wanted to see what it personally would go like, because I didn't really like the foundation too much to start off with, so I just wanted to see what it would go like after a while, and I honestly don't like it much now either. Unfortunately, I think this one is a miss for me. There's just something just slightly off about it. Like I don't even think this is going to show up on camera how it looks on my face, but I can see it, and I know that I was having a conversation with someone sat next to me or stood next to me, not in these times because of COVID and that, but a family member, you know, in my bubble, they would better see that. I guess it's a no from me. Sorry, Elf. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Let me know what you think about this foundation down below, because I don't really know what to think about it, to be honest. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!